What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Truck Series here on Fox Sports 1. The trucks are back at Darlington, or no, not back. I don't think they raced here last season. The trucks are at Darlington. This will be fun. We had 3-race weekend, starting with the trucks. Then, of course, Grand National tomorrow, Cup on Sunday. We're getting ready to kick things off. Here we go. This will be fun. Trucks at the Lady in Black. Now, currently not covered in black as the sun is over the track today, but you get the idea. Justin Marks, of course, is your pole sitter. Who else would it be? Just adding on to that point lead of his. Mike Skinner running P2. Or qualified P2. Then there's the 30 of Top 09, the 8 of Chad McCumbee. The green flag is in the air. We're racing at Darlington for what is sure to be a wild one. Already through 1 and 2. Contact being made, and the 14 of Rick Crawford got turned sideways. He's able to save it. And throughout the field, lots of contact being made, and around goes multiple trucks. One truck up on 2 wheels. That was Chrissy Wallace on her door, I think, or it might have been John Wood. And the caution is out already. Racing back to the caution flag. Of course, it was Justin Marks with the lead there. And let's see what happened to bring out the first caution of the race. Saw John Wood with heavy damage to the 21 truck on just about every end of that truck. Let's see what happened to him here. Oh, he got into the back of Donnie Leah. He's turned sideways, and he's the one that I saw get up on 2 wheels, not Chrissy Wallace. The 07 of Sean Murphy was caught up in that, as well as Andy Lally in the 7 truck, and Jason White in the 08. Quick first caution. Let's get back into it. I'm going to retake the green here at Darlington. Pace truck is off. That's a really sharp left-hand corner for him to make there. As we come off of turn 4 to take the green flag. Yet again, green flag is waving. We're racing once again at Darlington. The 30 at Top 09 got a great jump up high on his teammate in the 9 truck. But here comes Marks back with another run. And as tight and narrow as this track is, it's not a surprise that we're seeing that right there. Another wreck off turn 2. It's going to be a big one down the backstretch as you see the 10 of Brendan Gahn getting hit by more. These big trucks on the narrow track, not much space to work with. And Justin Marks leads us back to the caution flag. Brendan Gahn with serious damage to that 10 truck. An innocent bystander that gets collected there. Let's see what happened. I think it was Matt Crafton, the first one I saw getting turned sideways back there. Oh yeah, Hornaday got clipped down into Crafton. Crafton gets hit by the 10. Johnny Benson wrecking back there, and then a bunch of drivers towards the back of the pack got collected as the 10 got spun right in the middle of the field. David Starr collected. Green flag back in the air. Oh, into the wall. Chad McCumbee. McCumbee's gonna almost keep it straight. Lots of contact down the back straightaway as Jeremiah Cook, our most recent race winner, got door banged there. We got trucks all the way down on the flat. They're going to keep it straight for now. 3 wide throughout the field, and one thing you may notice, the top line has been very fast all weekend throughout qualifying, through all 3 series. So we're possibly going to see through 3 and 4 the outside prevail. Now obviously through 1 and 2, as narrow and as quick as it is, you're going to want to diamond that corner as you see a bunch of trucks bouncing off excuse me, bouncing off the outside wall. But look through the turns 3 and 4. Okay, there's some damaged trucks back there. We're not going to count them. But look at the run these guys up high have down the front straightaway, just off the banking. Now, running side by side through 1 and 2 is going to be a struggle. This track losing grip. These trucks really thick. You're seeing trucks running right in the middle of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Don't want to go all the way down to the bottom, but they also want to don't also want to go to the top. Uh-oh, 3 wide in a turn 1. Big lift for Larry Foyt to get out of that. He knew if he didn't lift off the gas, that would have been catastrophic. Look at Mike Skinner up by the wall. He's brave enough to try it. The 8 of McCumbee down low as well had a run on the inside. If you arc it in right, you can get a run on the bottom. But it wears out your tires a lot quicker too. That's something these drivers have to be mindful about, as Skinner's now up into the outside wall. That's the risk you take going up high. If you don't clear the driver you're trying to pass, you can end up running yourself in the wall, because it is not as much grip up there through 1 and 2. A lot of grip up top in 3 and 4, but none through 1 and 2. So these both ends of the racetrack, complete opposites as far as grip level and shape goes. So definitely something to keep in mind about this track as the race goes on. Justin Marks continues to lead this race. His teammate in second. Trucks bouncing off the wall behind him. Jack Sprague in the 2 got under the wall, but now he has the high line through 3 and 4, and he's going to be able to hang on. Chad McCumbee having to check up down low. That allows Skinner to get a huge run, and he's going to pull to the inside of that 8 truck down the front stretch. That'll allow him to make the pass on McCumbee. McCumbee's going to try and fight back, but he gets up into the outside wall, and that's going to hurt him big time. Jeremiah Cook just slips underneath. But now that'll put Cook in a bad position, as now he'll have the inside in 3 and 4, and just not as much grip down there. You see these trucks rolling the top through 3 and 4. Now obviously, as the top line becomes the preferred groove in this race, and over the years that line will also probably lose grip as well. So it's just the nature of the track. These racetracks always changing, and we'll see more of the same here today with that, as Marks continues to lead over his teammate Todd Bodine. The Germain Racing boys out in front. Rick Crawford running third, unfortunately, and Jack Sprague P4. We're getting a nice green flag run here as the field starts to spread out, as we run on board with the 97 of Cook, and he gets up to the outside wall, getting that Darlington stripe. And look at Skinner bouncing off the wall up there as well. Now he's going to have the outside line, and watch as he absolutely rips the top. Didn't quite get as close to the wall, but you see that 8 had to lift to avoid getting up into him there. Just can't hold it down quite as well. Excuse me. Look at Val Wolf trying to top now, seeing as it Works for everyone else, but she's going to get blocked and almost put into the wall. Here comes Shelby Howard, racing back to the caution flag. Howard's going to edge her out. As we got one truck stopped on the apron. On the front stretch there, it was Justin Hobgood. And let's see what happened to him here. Watching the 53. Oh, that thing just died on him. And unfortunately, he was already past the pit entrance when it happened, so he coasts to a stop very quickly on the front straightaway. And actually, he's just going to bring it to a halt down there. He knows he's not going to make it around. He's just going to get ready to hop out and climb over the wall. So that brings out the caution. Unless we're going to go back really quickly. Because, of course, we believe the caution is out for Hobgood, but there's tight racing all over the track. Little contact right there. Trucks getting into the wall. Just making sure there's no debris out there. No trucks slamming the wall or anything. No, we're good on that. No other need for the caution. Just Hobgood coming to a stop on the racetrack and possibly laying some fluid down. Gonna take a look at that and possibly clean that up as well. Green flag is back in the air. Marks drives in, clears his teammate. His teammate's up into the outside wall. Jack Sprague's gonna try to make it 3 wide. Contact off turn 2. They're gonna keep it straight, but they're wrecking behind them. Big crash at turn 2. Down through 3 and 4. Look at the pack as the outside line just absolutely rolls through the corner. 3 wide further back. And it's going to be Justin Marks leading at the caution. Let's see what happened to bring this one out. The 10 truck not going on the start. The 33 seemingly not going. Getting hooked by Landon Castle. And then Castle gets hooked and around he goes. And they're wrecking ahead of him as well. With Shelby Howard and Matt Kraft and his teammate. What happened to Howard here? Oh, just gets hooked. Oh, man. Val Wolf got into the back of Michael Annette, turned him sideways into Howard, and he just gets hooked right into the wall. Hard. It takes the 36 truck out of the race, and then Sean Lynch, the 29. What happened to him for him to get caught up in this? Oh, he gets clipped by Chrissy Wallace getting taken out of the race. All right, let's jump back into it here. Green flag's back in the air. This time, a little bit more even on a restart, but again, the 30 gets up into the outside wall. Here comes Mike Skinner in the middle, 3 wide off turn 2. As we head down into 3 and 4, Jack Sprague not in a good position, doesn't want to enter down on the bottom, is not going to have a good angle of entry. And now off of turn 4, look at the run Chad McCumbee has off the top, as well as being in the draft with that 30 truck. Is going to have a good run through 1 and 2, and he might have a shot to challenge that 30. McCumbee's been very strong this season, even without sponsors on that truck. MG truck or Money Car officials still deciding to put an onboard camera on that 8 truck just because how strong he's been running. And now look at the 30 sliding up the racetrack a little bit, got tight through 3 and 4. Nobody's able to run down Justin Marks here today. Side by side back here, 3 wide, and that almost resulted in a wreck as Eric Darnell slid way up the racetrack in 1 and 2. Jeremiah Cook had nowhere to go and almost turned that 99 truck sideways. Got him in the Rick Crawford. Crawford and Darnell both keep it straight. The 97 slid up the racetrack on corner entry, almost gets hooked off turn 4. Everyone's keeping it straight for now. 97. Slightly shallower line through 1 and 2. He's gonna arc it back down and almost gets hooked again. Why am I losing frames? Goodness gracious. Look at Chad McCumbee trying to make something happen. He got a little loose there, as the leaders were all nose to tail to nose for a moment there. And now, McCumbee gets up into the outside wall. Here comes the 30. Can Todd Bodine catch his teammate? He's the only truck seemingly fast enough to keep up with Justin Marks. Rick Crawford does have the fastest lap, but he's mired back in traffic, thank goodness. And now, the 30 truck. Middle of the racetrack, right in the draft of his teammate, not quite catching. Got a bunch of slow ones towards the back of the field here that might play a factor in this race. We still got quite a ways to go, so we may definitely end up catching them at some point, as nearly, the 99 nearly got turned there as McCumbee popped the wall in front of him, and both he and Crawford tried to go low to avoid it. Now Eric Darnell gets to run to clear Rick Crawford. Side by side off turn 2 yet again. So with the track being how it is, it's clear that it's going to be very hard to pass, at least on this end of the racetrack, and it'll be hard to keep it off the wall in 1 and 2, making Darlington clearly one of the toughest tracks on the schedule. Now drivers like that challenge. They like being challenged like this. They like having tougher tracks like this on the schedule. They like running inches off the wall. Goodness, that's a really loud camera angle. I'm not sure what sound pack had that sound effect put into that camera angle, but I do not like it. These two about took each other out. They slowed each other way down, so that's going to allow Jeremiah Cook to have to run on the two of them. And now Crawford's in the wall. Celebrate good times, come on. He's still in the wall. That's going to allow Cook to possibly clear him down the backstretch. He does. But now here comes Terry Cook as well. Terry and Jerry Cook, no relation. Names spelled differently, but very similar names. Terry Cook is gonna, here comes Crawford back to the inside. I was gonna say Terry Cook is gonna fall back. Jeremiah Cook up high, gets into the outside wall. Overcooked it on the outside. The 14 truck. We got 3 slow trucks in front of our leaders here that can play a big difference, or make a big difference in this race. Look at these trucks running inches off the wall through 1 and 2, arcing back down on the exit of 2. Uh-oh. Side by side in front of our leaders. This could be big. This could be huge. Marks trying the high side. Looks like the 30's going to follow suit. But he gets into the outside wall. Justin Marks running the wall up against, or running the fence past the lap traffic. Now to the inside of Joey Clanton. Oh man, it's a minefield of traffic. And now Clanton nearly being taken 3 wide by Mike Skinner, who cut low at the last minute. Actually got some help from the 2 truck. Uh-oh, contact off turn 2. Lap truck's holding up the 14 of Crawford, and here comes the 97 of Cook to the inside. Just gonna dive it on in there and get clear. Eric Darnell in the 99 with the run up high, but the 14 finally gets past Gary St. Amant. I almost said Brad Baker. I'm not sure where I got that name from. A completely different series. Same number though, at least I'm remembering, but that was last year. Here comes the 9 off turn 4. We got a caution, and that'll shake things up tremendously here from Darlington as we're wrecking on the back straightaway. More trucks sliding as you see the 63. Oh, and the 46 of Castle just leveled the 7 of Andy Lally, taking himself out of the race as well. What in the world is going on here? We got multiple wrecks, it seems. Just all breaking out at once as I proceed to knock my phone onto the floor. We had 1 turned over. Going on here. Oh, 3 wide off turn 2, and that just never ends well. Mark Mitchell and Jason White get together. Up and over goes the 15 truck, and up and over again as Johnny Benson got collected, and then whatever Landon Castle was trying to do there. Castle got into the 63, sent him around. He's hard on the brakes. Looks like that truck's already broken by how erratically it's moving. Doesn't even look natural. So Jason White, Mark Mitchell getting together. Up and over goes Mitchell. Michael Annette. His teammate Benson piles in. Andy Lally pulls back down the racetrack and then back up in front of the 46. That explains it. The 63 got spun on his own completely separately. And Ted Musgrave seems slow on the racetrack, having his own problems as well. Completely separate from everything we just saw. Chaos breaking out late in the going here from Darlington. Green flag in the air. 5 laps to go. From the track too tough to tame. And contact being made off turn number 2. They're going to keep it straight. Justin Marks, untouchable here from Darlington, has led every single lap. Drivers have tried but failed to get up to him. And now they're rubbing the wall behind him. Side by side for P4. Rick Crawford diving to the inside, and he's going to lose a bunch of spots here. Watch this. This is going to be glorious. Watching that 14 truck lose momentum. Why has it not happened? That is really strange, but Eric Darnell does get by. Dennis Stetzer's going to follow through. Look how close they are to the outside wall. Mike Skinner just hoping for a mistake from that 9 truck, but Marks has been smooth all day. Not picture perfect, but very smooth to say the least. The only thing that really affected him was lap traffic, but we don't have any of that to worry about. Got 2 extremely slow trucks out on the racetrack here, but we're not going to catch them by the end of this thing. It's just 2 laps to go. And now looking like a battle for second is brewing as The 30 of Bodine gets into Skinner. Skinner saves it. What a save. But Skinner's going to lose a ton of ground, and so is Bodine. Rick Crawford thinks he's cooking. Tried to pull to the inside, just lost all his momentum doing that. And it's probably going to get run into the wall here as well. White flag is in the air. There's 1 lap to go from Darlington for Justin Marks. As he heads down the backstretch. Truck's getting into the wall. Eric Darnell. Here comes Skinner up high on Crawford. Final time through 3 and 4. Justin Marks is going to see the checker flag and win at Darlington. The rest of the field coming through. Battles playing out all throughout the pack. I don't think any of it made a difference though. But Justin Marks is your winner. That's going to do it from Darlington. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.